All right. Sorry about that. I had to close my door real quick because this podcast is about to get lit. So,
There we
oh,
go. There we go.
my wife's not home. She went out with a friend. The girls are asleep. So tonight is talk smack about the wife night.
Ooh, it's
No, I'm kidding.
guys' night. It's guys' night.
Exactly. And she ain't gonna listen to my podcast, so
Nope.
I can say whatever I want. Um, but no, I'm kidding. So yeah, just a couple of things before we really get started. Isaiah and I are thinking about going twice a week now instead of once. Um, I think we just feel like how do I say? Like, we have so much stuff to talk about. Number one, but number two, one podcast a week just feels slow to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we
We
could
miss you
definitely
guys.
pump out at least another one.
We miss you guys. It's nice.
Exactly, and um, I'll be honest too. If you guys want three, we're thinking about doing three. I just don't think we would then upload on YouTube as much. Because YouTube's where it takes some time to edit, and which we don't cut the videos, but we have to do edits on stuff. So
Right.
that's where it takes a minute. But if you guys are listening all on, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, whatever it is, let me know so we know, where you guys are listening from.
Yeah. One kind of thing we were kind of mentioning was tell us your stories. We kind of didn't make that clear, and that's our fault.
I think we
Send us your
mentioned it like at the
stories.
very end of the podcast.
Yeah, yeah. So you're actually gonna send your stories at our email.
Yeah,
So our
email.
email,
Isaiah did make a Instagram.
yeah, yeah, that too.
We'll have that, or actually, if you're listening to it, what is it?
It's the rundown pods
Yep,
with
the
the
rundown
S at
pod.
the end.
DM
Yes.
us. Um, like
If
Isaiah
that's
said,
easier, if
yeah,
that's easier, DM us, email us. Our email is therundownpods@gmail.com.
same thing as Instagram. It's literally the
Thank you.
rundown pod, everyone, but just think of that we're so badass that we have two rundown pods, which we don't. Just pretend like that is. But yeah, follow us on social media. We post a couple clips on TikTok here and there. We are going to be doing a little shoot pretty soon. Also thinking about doing merch. I know it's very early and
Very.
we aren't getting a lot of listeners yet, but I think we're going to make a few just for each other and then we'll wear it on YouTube. And if you guys want it, let me know.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be a lot of cool. That'd be a lot of
And I promise you guys, we won't be like any other YouTuber and sell a t-shirt for $60.
cool.
We will make them pretty affordable for everyone. We do have to profit, but it will be affordable. I'm not going to charge everyone $60 for a t-shirt I can go buy at Walmart for 5. So, but let's get into this podcast. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it, man. What do you got for us? What do you got for me, huh?
Well, yesterday I drove 4 hours one way to be in a commercial.
Oh, dude, I saw that. Yeah, what's
Filmed
up?
for filmed for 45 minutes and then drove 4 hours back home.
Dude, what's up with you getting all these shit jobs?
It's not shit jobs. You see, I know it is and I only made $30. So I actually lost money to do it, but it's not that. It's the experience and it's meeting people in that industry.
Okay, networking,
That
I get it.
whole industry is all about who you know.
Fair
I could
enough.
get trained to act. They can tell me what to do. I can learn all that stuff. But if I don't know anybody, then I'm never going to get seen. So I do it for the experience. I do it to meet people. You guys all, or maybe you guys all don't know, but Isaiah knows I did go to school for like video editing and stuff. And so I talked to the lady there, and they're actually going to freelance me as a video editor every once in a while.
Whoa.
Yeah, for like some commercials and stuff. So they're always looking for video editors. And I mentioned that I did that, and she was like, no way. That would be awesome. So that's why I do it.
Dang, dude, I took video editing in college. Granted, I didn't graduate college, but
Well, if you are interested in doing it, let me know because once I start with her, she says they're always looking for freelance video editors and they just can't find any.
dang,
And so
that's
they
cool.
literally ship you the SSD drive or flash drive or whatever they
Yeah,
use and you just make it.
I would definitely need a stronger computer. I
Me
can't get
too.
all
If
that
they
done on
if
a
they
Mac.
start sending me gigs, I'm gonna go get a new computer.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no
Plus,
way.
we need a new computer anyways for our pod because editing on this thing, it took me 3 hours to render out my last video, everyone. 3 hours to render out a 39-minute video.
Why do you think I stopped making a YouTube video, dude? It was just so frustrating. No
Yeah,
way.
so I did that. It
What
was
was it about? What was the commercial about?
So it's for a car dealership. A guy that
Okay.
just recently opened up. It's called Morrison Motors. He opened up a dealership, and the like I guess the company that's doing it does small businesses. So
Mhm.
like they do all the marketing and they get it out there and they put it on social media and TV and radios and all that. And so it's gonna be 15 seconds long, multiple clips. So like me, it was me and one other guy. And then after that they had two other people, and then after that, and they just kept doing it throughout the day. And I had to talk about I'm sure I didn't sign a disclosure. I don't think I did, but um um,
Dude,
they didn't say
you're
nothing.
terrible.
The Hallmark movie, I wasn't allowed to talk. I can't talk about that, about what it's about until it comes out. This one they didn't say nothing. So, um,
So yeah, Hallmark, if you're listening, you didn't hear our first podcast. Yeah, you definitely didn't hear that.
I didn't really go into detail. I don't think I went into too much detail.
They
Um,
have shitty mashed potatoes and they got chocolate cake.
I could talk about that. I can't talk about the actual movie, but anyways, yeah, it was. I'll say this shoot was 10 times better. I know it was only for like 45 minutes, but it was smooth. The director was super cool. He loved me. It was funny. I showed up. I applied for the more excited road trip guy. Then they emailed me saying, "Hey, could you do the less excited road trip guy?" And I was like, "Sure." Then when I got there, they wanted me to do the more excited road trip guy.
Dang,
So,
because you were just all pumped, huh?
well, yeah, I'm awesome. So they wanted me to do that, but
Did they
he
give you some more platform shoes so you could get taller?
no. Actually, I could
No?
just I wore jeans and a t-shirt. It was very simple.
Okay.
But
Very simple.
because we're on a road trip, so we dress in regular. So, anyways, they pull up a Cadillac,
Hmm.
and we're in a Cadillac. So he's the driver and I'm the passenger. And it's so funny because he was like, "How do you feel about doing improv?" And I was like I just feel like I've never been good at improv. But he was like, "How do you feel about doing improv? I won't give it to you. I won't tell you what it's about until like we are about to roll." And I was like, "All right." So he comes up to me as I'm in the car and he's like, "All right, so you are." This is the funny part. He literally said, "You're the host of a podcast." And I
Oh,
looked at
no
him. I was
way.
like, "Dude, I just started a podcast, so perfect." He's like, "You're the host of a podcast. You two are really good friends and have been like friends forever. You're on a long drive, and you won't shut up about the podcast." He's sick and tired of hearing it, so he's barely going to listen to you, and I'm just going to keep talking.
Hmm.
And the podcast was true crime podcast, but also about barbecue.
Dang, you should have told him, oh, I got a perfect name. It's called the Rundown Pod.
I should have plugged our pod. I
Dude,
should be
come
like,
on. What are you thinking, dude? Are you
"Dude,
dumb?
there's a sick pod that I made the other night for the rundown pod." It's real. It is a real podcast, by the way. And like, I should have done that. But anyways, I remember I said something
Should
about
have dude, you should have improv that. What do you mean? Oh my God, Jordan, you rookie.
no. It's hey, next time I will.
Next
But
time, next time. Come on,
I
man.
improved pretty good. The first take, he started dying laughing because he couldn't handle it. Which, by the way, the guy I did it with, awesome guy. He's actually from Birmingham, so he drove about the same distance. He's a model. He has a modeling
Oh,
agency and everything.
is he hot?
But
Is he hot?
he started laughing, and then wait, what?
I said, is he hot?
Yeah, he was. I'll tell you this. I could tell he was a model before he even said he was a model. He
Ooh,
had one of those
what gave it
faces,
away? What gave it away?
dude. His smile, his um darker skinned guy had nice skin, and you could just I think he just fit that model type of like white ass teeth, good smile. I'm like, dude, and he's a fitness trainer. Like, come on.
You're like,
So
dude, if I wasn't married, what's up?
I don't know about that, but he sounds like that. But no, he has a modeling agency and now he's trying to get into acting and but super cool guy. But yeah, he started laughing. He was like, "Dude, you're good at this." What? And I felt like I wasn't doing good, but the director was like dying laughing, and he came up to me every shot. And he's like, "You're killing it." He goes, but he's like, We're shooting in slow mo. So in slow mo, if you didn't know, you have to be more dramatic. So I want to see hand
Okay.
gestures and like your hands fly up because you're getting excited, and so you have to be over dramatic when you're doing it in slow mo, which I guess typically in acting you have to be over dramatic anyways, but more in slow mo. So
Right.
I was like flipping my hands and getting all intense. Um, but it was nice. It was like 45 minutes. They knew what they were doing. He was super cool. The producer was cool. And then like I said, I didn't do it for the money. I did it just to get the experience because now I have another thing on my reel. Plus, maybe I'll be an editor.
Yeah, yeah. Do that be so like where is this commercial airing? I know we're in different states,
Yeah,
obviously.
I'm not sure. I'll get more information later. I know it's going to be on the YouTube channel for them.
Ooh,
It's going to be on all social media platforms.
nice,
It's going to be
nice.
on the radio, and then they said they're going to get it on TV. At TV, I don't know where, but probably more local because it is a local dealership. It's not like a Ford or one of the huge ones.
And how far away was it from you?
3 hours and 45 minutes.
Oh man, that's drive. I mean, I guess it was worth it. That was
It
pretty,
was
sounds
if
cool.
it. I'm
Sounds
just
cool.
glad it wasn't like a 10-hour shoot. Otherwise that would be a pain. Luckily, I was home by 3:30, so it wasn't terrible. But I left at 6:30, so it was a long day. But
That's pretty cool.
it was cool. That one was fun.
It sounds fun. I would love to be in a commercial. Oh my God, dude. Actually, I was kind of in a commercial, but they didn't air it, dude. Did I tell you?
No, that means you weren't that. Well, I guess that does mean that you shot for.
Well, like okay, so this is what happened. Do you when you lived over here, do you know what Pizza Man Dan's? Did
Yeah,
I
of
tell you this
course.
story?
Yeah, it's the you and Iris for that Valentine's thing, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So for those that don't know, me and my girlfriend Iris, love you. We
No,
we
he
were
doesn't.
going to we were going to a restaurant and it was a ramen restaurant. It was super good. I think it's super good. And we park and we get out and I'm like, "Oh, holy shit. Look." And she's like, "What? What? What?" I was like, "Look, it's Dan. It's Pizza Man Dan." And she's
Was
like,
it the
"Who the
real
hell's?"
Dan?
Yeah, it was the real
Oh, that's
Dan with the
cool.
with the mustache and the truck and everything, dude. I
That's
was like, "Look,
cool.
it's Dan." And she's like, "Who the hell's Dan?" And I was like, "It's Pizza Man Dan." And we went over to him and he saw us together. We were dressed up pretty nice and he was like, "Do you guys want to be in a commercial?" We're like, "Yeah, let's do it." Yeah. And he's like, "Okay, we got this pizza love box." And it was like a heart-shaped Valentine's Day pizza. And you know those boxes where they like close up like
Yeah,
not like a normal one, it's like double closed and then you
yeah,
open it and it's like a bib or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So on one side it said like I love you, and then the other side it said like I love you more or whatever. And they had me get down. They had me get down on one knee, dude.
Dang, and it didn't air.
It didn't air, dude.
Dang.
No, here's the worst part. Here's the worst part. He's like recording us and we're taking a bunch of pictures with him and everything. Dude, after he just says thank you and he goes away. Like the pizza that we were modeling with, he didn't even like offer it to us, dude.
That's weird.
Dude, that's whack. That's
Yeah,
so whack.
dude. My uncle one time. So he was there. I don't know what he was doing. He was just somewhere, and they were filming a commercial. And he said he wasn't even in the commercial. His voice was in the commercial. It was for
Oh.
a Ford commercial, so a big one.
Oh.
And
Ford
he
F-150.
heard his voice in it, and they didn't credit him. So he contacted. He got. They gave him $10,000 for him to say like 4 words in the background of a Ford commercial.
It's like Ford built tough.
Well,
That's
no, I think he was like, "That's so cool." And he heard his voice in there, so he's like, "I didn't get nothing for it," so they gave him 10 grand.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and then
Dude.
there's commercials out there where you'll get royalty, like a royalty or something every time. This isn't a big enough commercial, but if you get a big commercial, like part of your contract or whatever, it can be like 20 cents every time it's played, which if it plays a million times, I mean, you're making thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I
Like a
mean,
like a big like, dude, if I could be a Super Bowl commercial,
oh man, do you know how much companies spend just to get like 15 seconds of
millions,
commercial time? Dude, it's insane.
millions.
Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Speaking of Super Bowl, you know who's playing, right?
yeah.
Yeah, who do you got? Who do you got?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm happy with either team.
Yeah, okay. Hmm.
I've always had like, so I'm a Chiefs fan. I like Patrick Mahomes. I think he's
Bandwagon,
no, hold on.
bandwagon, bandwagon.
I think Patrick Mahomes is freaking crazy. Um, one of my friends is a diehard Eagles fan. Um, I would like to see the Eagles win it but I would also like to see the Chiefs win it. So I really don't know. I really don't care. I do have to go in rooting for a team though, otherwise it's not fun watching.
Right.
So I'll be honest with you, I gotta root for the Chiefs. But if
Ooh,
the Eagles win, I'm happy.
dang. I had a feeling you'd say Chiefs just because whenever we would play Madden, you'd always pick them.
Dude,
And
Mahomes
then
is insane.
he is good. He is really good.
He's almost as good as I am, and it's crazy. Dude, that guy could have got drafted for baseball too.
Dude, there's so many football players that like could have played baseball.
Which I wonder.
Tom Brady was a catcher, you know that, right?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, Tom Brady was a catcher. The
I didn't know
Expos.
that. I
That's crazy.
wonder. I wonder if some of these football players that chose football regret it.
Oh yeah.
Not regret it, but ever think about like the thing is for these guys, it's not really the money because either sport they're gonna make millions.
Hmm.
It's more, what do you want to spend the next 20 years of your life doing, baseball or football? And I feel like which like Mahomes, I don't know if he would get paid more in baseball, honestly, because he's already making a crazy amount of money. Baseball is
Yeah.
the highest paid sport though, because they don't cap it, and you
Mm.
normally are guaranteed your salary compared to like football. If you get injured, sometimes you're not guaranteed that, or if you miss 8 games, you don't get paid for those sometimes.
Yeah, that's another
Um,
thing, dude. Like you get hit in football, you're done, dude. Like
yes, yeah,
your
it's
whole life is could change.
yeah.
Whole life could
Um,
change.
Trevor May, you know who that is?
Of course I do, yeah.
He has a YouTube channel,
Okay.
and I want you to watch this later on. But he had posted a video recently. It's like 22 perks of being an MLB player.
Hmm.
Super cool. And
What's
some
one
of
of
those,
them? Do you remember one of them?
yeah. So I thought someone told me when you get in the MLB, if you play one game or one inning, you get insurance for life.
Oh.
Not true.
Oh.
You get insurance, but if you don't play past, I think it's 5 years, then it cuts off. Like if you play four and you're done, then you don't have to supply your own insurance. But after
Oh.
5 or 6 or whatever it is, then it's insurance for life. So
Yeah.
normally, like when you retire, you're on Social Security or whatever, and you have a retirement insurance, or
Hmm.
you're going to pay for your own, but normally people don't. With them, he said it's like you never retired. You just keep that same insurance your whole life.
Wow.
There's that. There's they have a gold card.
Oh,
Okay.
I've seen that. I've seen
After
that.
that, do you know what it is?
Yeah, yeah, dude. They go to any baseball game for free, right?
Except for playoffs, I think, except for the World Series.
Okay.
You
I
get
think
the
playoffs.
best available seat, and you can bring a guest every time.
No.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so sick. Oh my
So
God.
if
Imagine.
there's 2 seats behind home plate every single game, you get to go.
Dude, that's nuts.
Best seat. It's not just like, oh, no, it's the best seat that's available. But you got to think, you have millions of dollars. You're going to all these games for free. So when World Series time does come, you can spend $15,000 to go to the games because that's out of your $5 million. It don't hurt you.
Well, dude, if you've been in the big leagues and you're smart with your money, you could afford anything you want, really. Like, let's be
Yeah,
honest.
I think this is just it's a hit and miss. I think athletes are paid way too much. Um, but but at the same time, when I say it's not, because if I was in that industry, I wouldn't be complaining.
Do you know how much they're projecting Shohei to make next year?
I don't even want how much.
Dude, they're thinking he's gonna be the first 500 million player.
That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but um, I think I think don't get me wrong. I think it's an entertainment. It's entertainment for people, so it's in that industry of like entertainment, and they all make a lot of money. But if someone's making $30 million in one year, what does $5 million? Why not make $5 million in one year? Like it's not like you don't need that money.
Dude's making money while he sleeps, dude. It's crazy.
I've calculated it. Like I've calculated like they're making like $150,000 a day,
Yeah, dude, it's nuts.
or like maybe not that much, but they're making like 150 grand a week or a month, whatever it is. But $30 million, yeah, I mean, if you made 100,000, that's 1.2 million. If you made that a month, you'd be, yeah, these guys are making probably 80, $90,000 a day.
Dude, it's
A
crazy.
day. Imagine waking up, going to go train, playing a baseball game, and you just made $60,000 that game.
Well, dude, what if you don't even play? You're still
Yeah,
making
you want
money.
to know
It's
what the
insane.
minimum? You know what the minimum salary is? It goes up every year, but you know what it is?
I don't.
It's
I
like
don't.
$570,000. It's because I just looked it up the other day. So if you get drafted by a team and you sit your ass on the bench every single game of the year, you make $500,000.
Wow. Man, dude, that's
I just
nuts.
think that's nuts. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's entertainment. People pay money to watch it. They work hard, but you have people out here that save people's lives that make maybe $100,000 a year if you're lucky, and all this stuff. But hey, I'm not the person that runs this. I just think nobody in their right mind needs that much money.
Definitely not.
And
But it is very exciting, like you were
granted,
saying.
the top performers, people that are making money, tend to, they do help with the community and they donate money and all this stuff. So, like Mike Trout, a lot of the Dodgers players donate stuff and help out, and so
Yeah.
that's cool. But that's just crazy to me.
Gonna be a Dodger next year, hopefully. That'd be pretty cool, huh?
You? Oh,
No,
Mike
obviously
Trout?
not. No, no, Shohei, dude,
Oh, Shohei?
Shohei.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Dude, I think he might be a Dodger. I don't know.
I don't know. It's all based off of how much they can spend, which I know they got some money. Um, but
They're in
Dodgers, if you're
LA,
listening,
baby.
Dodgers, if you're listening, I mean, I'll join the team for $150,000. That won't even break your bank. So let me know.
Dodgers, I have a pretty good my team in MLB. I think I can help you guys manage.
Like what? They probably have a cap of like a couple $100 million.
Yeah, and you could go over it. Like you could
Guys,
go over the
a
luxury
couple. If you
tax.
guys have like $300 million, $150,000 a year is like I'm giving a homeless person a penny. So I'm just saying I'm here and I play. I'm actually decent. And what I mean decent is I can hit Jacob DeGrom. So just hit me up.
I could be a bullpen catcher.
Oh, I gotta
Oh,
tell you
dude,
something. I
dude,
gotta
I'd be a
tell you
bull.
something. I haven't
What,
told you
what,
this. Oh,
what?
by the way, I talked to the bullpen catcher one time, and I'll
Yeah.
go over that. Remind me.
Okay,
Um,
I got you. I got you.
but the Braves, Atlanta Braves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've ever seen, but they have the Freeze, the guy that runs.
Mm-hmm.
They're hiring for
Oh,
the
they
Freeze,
are?
and I got an interview next week, bro.
You're lying.
I'm not kidding. Look,
No way,
I got
dude.
I got an email yesterday. Um,
How fast? How fast? Yeah, how fast is the old freeze?
fast, but
Can you beat him? Can you beat the old freeze?
I can beat him in a race at the Braves games because they give you like a 5 second head start. Running with him normal, I don't think I would beat him, but giving me that head start, because I don't know if you have you ever watched it.
Yeah, of course I've seen it.
So that normally like it's the outfield, the warning track, and they'll say go, and he starts, and he gets about a quarter of the way, and then the freeze starts.
Yeah.
I could I would beat him doing that. I would not beat him in a one on like a regular race. But
So
anyways,
then, so then, what makes it? Wait, hold on. So what makes you think you could be the freeze and
but no,
beat
hold
him
on, hold on, hold on.
running like that?
I don't think. I think if they find someone, obviously, if they have 50 people try out and none of them are fast as him, they're gonna probably do something where they move that head start not as crazy. They could
Okay.
totally
Yeah.
say, "Oh yeah, let's just let him get 5 seconds instead of 10." Nobody's gonna notice, you know. Um, but yeah, it says, "Hi there. Thank you so much for your interest in applying for our mascot sprinter, the Freeze. We will be holding auditions Tuesday the 7th. See information." So I get to park in like the parking deck on the field, like right there. I get to go enter on third base gate lobby. So I get to go on the field and please wear athletic attire. Please bring the appropriate shoes to run in. Cleats are allowed, and it's at 6 at night, so all the lights will be on.
Oh my God,
Dude, I
dude, you
don't
better
even care.
stretch. You
I ain't
better
even. I
stretch.
honestly am not really even going. It would be cool if I make it, but I'm going to see if I can just be on the field and maybe meet some people.
Maybe.
What if they're like, "Hey, you want to take some swings?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I hit 5 bombs, and they're like, "Hey, you want to join the team?" Yeah. No,
Oh
but for reals,
man.
fielding's my strong suit. Hitting, I can get base hits all day, or like hit base hits. I don't hit home runs, but fielding, that's what I was made. That was what I was like known for on my summer ball team. Is dude, I'm a beast at fielding.
Yeah, yeah. You got a pretty nice glove. You could pitch too. You could also pitch. I think
Pitch. I
low
probably. What did
key.
I throw? What did I throw last time? Was it 70? A little over, right at
I
70?
think it was 70. Dude,
Yeah. Which
honestly, I
low?
think you could come in the inning and shove. I think you definitely can.
I could. Um, and I'm not. I mean, like legit. I think if you put me in for one inning, um, obviously not against like the crazy guys, but just an MLB player, I think I would be able to get 3 outs.
I'd get Bellinger for sure.
I don't think I think they're good, but everyone has, not everyone's perfect. So I just think if you go out there, throw some nasty pitches, whether it's fast or not, you have a chance.
Let's go. Who you striking out? Call him out right now. Who you striking out right now?
Let me say a team I would want to pitch against would strike out Jose Altuve.
Ooh,
Actually,
Altuve.
actually no.
No, no.
He's
You know
too
how?
small.
Yeah.
Anything that is in the strike zone he can hit. I think give me Aaron Judge.
Ooh, the
I
62 home run judge.
I want to pitch against him just to see my thing is when you play in men's league, are there guys that hit bombs in your league?
Oh yeah, dude. Our one guy Zane, he's,
Those
he's like six something. He hits
but
bombs.
but those aren't MLB bombs. Those are and I don't care what you say. That's not and if it still went 400 feet, great. But it is not coming off the bat like an MLB player does.
No, no, definitely not. But dude, he still did it with a wood bat.
Yeah,
So
and I had a
that's
guy on our
that's
team
still
that
cranked.
he hit like 6 home runs last year, and he hit one that was it was really high and pretty far. But I'm just saying when you're going against a 60, 70 mile an hour guy compared to a 95, the sound and the way it comes off the bat, and ours are probably coming off 90 miles an hour, and theirs are coming off 120. Like that's cool. Um, But no, I would love to pitch. I think you put me out at second base or whatever, and I will scoop everything. Being real, like I really feel confident. I'm really comfortable out in the field. Um,
I've seen you play. I've seen you
yeah.
play. Yeah, you
Um,
body up. You body up on a lot of baseballs.
which is weird because when you're younger, you're so scared of the ball.
Yeah, yeah, dude, AJ. Oh my God, I was like yelling at him because he kept backing out in the box. I'm like, dude, you're scared. I know you're
Dude, I
scared.
think I got hit by a pitch like 8 times last year, and it sucks. But you got to think on 30, like by the time you get to first base, you're fine.
Yeah, dude, I got hit in the head, and I swear to you, I was concussed. I swear to you, I
It's
was
just
like,
it's different when I don't know, I used to pop up on grounders because I thought it was gonna bounce, or if it hit me in the chest, I'd be like, oh God. But dude, I don't give a crap. Like it baseball, it hurts, but it's not bad.
well, for those that don't know, you catch too. Like we
Yeah.
catch, like we're used to botting up balls.
Well
Like it
that's
only
what
hurts for a little bit.
I'm umpiring or I'm getting ready to start umpiring. So I've been taking meetings and classes and we went out a couple weeks ago and did an umpiring session and they're all like, you don't want to get hit. Like if it comes off the bat and hits you in the mask, like whew, it's hard to keep going. And I'm like, I've been hitting the mask off of an 80-mile-an-hour pitch off of the bat that's probably going 100, and it sucks. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't feel great, but I'm literally like, yeah, let's keep playing.
Dude, when I catch and I get hit in the face, dude, that's like bath salts. That's like smelly salts to me. I'm like ready. Let's go. Right here.
Yeah,
Fastball. Dude, I'm
but
ready.
something I don't understand either is when you're catching, people have such a hard time, and I guess I do get it because I used to have such a hard time catching a pop fly.
Oh, dude, it's the backspin. For those that don't
Yeah,
know, when it's straight up in the air, it's not just some ball that's falling down. It's got tail to it, so
so
it's gonna run away from you.
yeah, so when I was younger, my dad told me to instead of catching it like a normal pop fly, catch it like this, or at least
Hmm.
try to, because now I can catch it like this all day long. But when you're younger and you're learning and stuff like that, you're like, okay, I'm under it, and then before it comes, right when it comes down, it's 2 feet behind you, and
Yeah.
so doing it like this, you get in front of it, and so when the ball does come back a little bit, you can just catch it. But now I just go like that.
For our podcast listeners, when he says this, he means a basket catch. For those that aren't watching us.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, I forget that people are listening. But no, for I think baseball is an easy sport, but at the same time, I think it's the
Ooh,
hardest sport.
definitely the hardest sport.
I think easy as in physically. It's hold on.
Okay.
Let me explain. Don't get me wrong. After a game, I'm exhausted. But what I mean is if you're not catching and you're just on the field, you don't run 5 miles, like a total 5 miles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't have to be six pack shredded and all this stuff to be a baseball player. I mean, if you look
Yeah.
at Vladdy Guerrero Jr. and these guys, They're 250 pounds probably of muscle, and they ain't skinny.
That's also the great thing too. I mean, look at Bartolo Colon, dude. Like,
Yeah,
come on. That's great.
yeah. So I don't know. I just think baseball it can be. I think it's they make it look easy, but
Yeah. Oh yeah,
and when you
absolutely.
get comfortable with it and you're good at the game, it is. I mean, majority of it is easy, and then you face a good ass pitcher and it gets tough. But when you're when you know what you're doing, I mean, they know what they're doing. I couldn't imagine. That's the one thing I think I would struggle the most with, and if I got to the pros, is facing someone like DeGrom or someone where they throw 100, but then they have like a 80-mile-an-hour slider and then a curveball and like make it look exactly the same as everything else. Like
Yeah,
that's
the
pretty
arm
crazy.
slot. It's
But
crazy. Absolutely
before we
crazy.
end this pod, um, if you guys listened to our last podcast, we did cover athlete reveal slash like um I'm sorry, my computer's about to die. Cover athlete reveals, I guess like predictions. There you go.
There you go.
We did predictions, and I did predict. I believe my first prediction was Jazz Chisholm, and I was correct. So, if
Good job.
thank you. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know it is Jazz Chisholm. If you guys haven't seen, what do you think about that?
I think I think it's a cool cover. It's definitely a cool cover. Um, does someone else maybe deserve that spot? Yeah, yeah. Looking at you, Julio. But that's another topic and we won't get too into that. But I will end it with this. I don't know if you watched the Tonight Show or whatever, but Derek Jeter was on that last night.
Okay,
And they're also revealing the Ultimate Edition, so who the legend is. And it comes out
Derek
on the
Jeter.
second on the 2nd of February.
That's
So if
tomorrow.
exactly. So if Jeter just did the interview, it's coming out on the 2nd. Jeter and MLB calling it. What
That
if
would be awesome.
that would be sick, right?
Yeah,
Dude.
dude, bring Jeter and MLB, or bring Jeter and MLB, but also bring Ichiro Suzuki. That's I just want Ichiro. That would be sick. That's cool. Why don't you end the podcast?
Okay.
Because we are 35 minutes into it. So I
Okay.
think it's about time.
Well, thank you so much for listening, guys. We definitely take a look and see who's listening out there. Shout out to the people in OKC. We love you. Take care. You send us your stories at the rundown pods. That's with the S at gmail.com. Send us your stories. Instagram if that's easier, or the rundown pods. So go ahead and do that for us. We love you. Till next Friday. Or, if you want a little bit more of us, you like our voices, you like Jordan's bald head, go ahead. Let us know. Later, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll talk to you later.